So I'm getting my tubes tied, and I'm so very excited about that. Very excited about it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely it's something I've always wanted. So a lot of y'all who are watching this video, maybe you are thinking about getting the tubes tied, maybe you don't want your tubes tied or whatever, but in this video, it's going to be all about this. I mean, this is actually a part, if you knew, it's a part of a series, part of my video diaries, but I'm just tracking my life. So this is like number 19, go all the way back to number 1 to watch all them shits, because we need these watch hours up. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I want to share this. So, my followers know, y'all know that I had gone to get, I thought I had hernia. Turned out I didn't. We have all those results, all of that stuff. And so then the following week I had a pap smear situation. So let me just tell y'all, bitch, let me tell y'all something right now. I do not give a damn who you are. Well, let me just talk about myself. I don't give a damn if I have not had sex in 40 years, if I've used a condom every time, if the person then got tested I'm fucking around with, I don't give a damn. My ass be paranoid and scared every time I wait for the results. I'm finna tell y'all all my business. Let me tell y'all the truth. I had not been tested for HIV since 2017, and I had not had a pap smear since before that. Because number one, 2017 is the year I started traveling. That's the year I started traveling all over the world. Okay. And a part of the ATL orgy, I ended up getting tested and shit, HIV and all that shit. And I was clean, all that stuff was cool. So along the years, I had been fucking porn stars and shit. Porn stars always posting their results. I was being a real nigga about it. Like, all right, shit. He clean, I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga's always posting his goddamn results. He always posting his results. And he clean, I'm clean, and I was just using my intuition with it. In all honesty, I would always use my intuition. If I don't feel right about fucking you, I don't fuck you, and that's just made me feel, safe and all that shit. But I have been doing some raw dogging, you know what I'm saying? Since then, 100%, I have been doing some raw dogging. I definitely have done some raw dogging. They had a couple of porn stars, my ex-boyfriend, the others. I have been doing some raw dogging, all right? And so, a bitch was nervous. I had definitely avoided getting tested for a long time, straight up out of fear, being a whole nigga. I don't care what y'all say, I was being a nigga. All right. So the bottom line is, y'all consider to save it for your mama. Because guess what? I'm STD free. Okay, I got tested for all that shit. AIDS, HIV, all of the shit. Got the blood work in, did a pap smear. Whole pap smear came back normal. I was so happy about that. And just in case we ever want to just wonder, what that looked like, I don't mind showing y'all, the little shit right here. So we're going to look at this shit right here, my nigga. We're going to look at that shit right here. Share the screen, my nigga. Share it, nigga. Yeah. Okay, you see where it says, oh, I done gave y'all all my business. Okay, oh well. Y'all see where it says your pap smear is clean and all that shit. I went to this clinic. Okay, cool. And I was just looking at the little results. You see, it says, "Hey, Sydney," and then it's my little patient portal, because you get a patient portal. You get a an app, and I was sitting there checking that damn app, sweating. I remember one time I was just like shaking, like my heart was pounding through my chest every time I checked that shit. But it says all of my pap smear and STI results are negative, and that's the date of 4/24. So hey, look, life is good. Life is good. Celebrate that shit, because it is not no host. Celebrate the fuck out of that. I just celebrate. You have just the sigh of relief to have nothing. And let me tell you this right now: if you were watching this and you were dealing with an STD, or STI, herpes, whatever it is, I just want to say my energy, my healing energy is with you. Like, it's really, I'm sure it's not easy at all living with that shit, especially if you got one that they are saying it's no cure to. But let me tell you this right now: I believe there's a cure to all of it. And I feel like if you manifested it, then you can demanifest it. So before I get into my tube side and shit, I just want to let y'all know that there is a metaphysical cause to everything. So the metaphysical cause, which is the emotional root. The word dis-ease, okay, literally is what it sounds like. Dis-ease, disharmony within your being, unhappiness, holding on to negative emotion. And every single thing, from a headache to allergies to HIV to cancer, has a metaphysical cause. Okay, so an emotional root. Okay, so with STDs, it's usually sexual guilt or shame, sexual punishment, which comes from that shit. Which is why because a long time they were saying it was men who had AIDS, but how was it women that were the black women were the number one, people, because we deal with the most sexual shame. Find a person, and that's why I can't stand religion. It is very deep why I don't fuck religion. It's a deep thing. It's not just I think they're stupid. It's that the religion is literally one of the number one causes of STDs, because nothing instills sexual shame and sexual guilt and sexual fear like fucking religion. Nothing does. It's nothing else. The reason why little girls are getting called fast, the reason why, women are people are looked at as crazy for getting horny or for masturbating or for getting interested in sex, which every human is going to. The reason why the shame is so high is because of religions, because of your Bible, because of your stupid ass shit Muslim, whatever the fuck the Muslims are reading, the Quran, all of that shit. Any philosophy of life that shames sexuality is the devil. And one of the reasons I hate it so much is because black women, because we are the most religious group, are the most affected, which is why we have the most STDs. The reason why men walk around without getting STDs is because they get them, sure, but at the same time they don't be number one in anything, because they don't have the sexual shame. Why were gay men number one at one point? Because gay men and women are the most sexually shamed. You have sexual shame and guilt for having sex. That is the metaphysical cause. Anybody that you talk to that has an STD has dealt with sexual shame and guilt at some point in their motherfucking life, and that's why we have vagina problems. That's why you have any of those things. So that's what I'm saying. Religion is the devil for many reasons, and one of them is what I just told you, but that is another video, okay? So that really gets me fired the fuck up, okay? Because religion is evil. All of it is. That is one of the reasons why I would never claim it. I do not date men who claim to be Muslim or Catholic. If you're watching this thinking you want to date me and you even claim Christianity, it will never work. I don't think you're smart in that regard. I think you may be a good person, good human, all that. As far as spirituality, I think you're fundamentally flawed. Because why? Because of the destruction that religion has caused. And one of the biggest destruction is ruining how women view their bodies and sexuality. That is religion. That is religion. And that is the fucking devil. I'll never support, claim, condone religion, and that's all of them. I don't give a fuck if it is not even Christianity, Catholicism, any of that. Even why are women getting their pussies mutilated in Africa? Religion. What is the reason for women getting fucking what is it called? Circumcision, female circumcision, gender. What is that? Religion. Some type of God. Now, I'm not an atheist. I absolutely know there's a higher power, but baby, this is the Bible for me. Actually, I'm going to say the Bible. That's putting dirt on this fucking book. Asking it is given. Abraham motherfucking his. Learning that shit. Find Richard Daishonin's Buddhism. These are the things that are going to free you. Religion causes all the major problems in the world. And I can't even stop myself right now. I can't. I denounce it all. That's just one reason it's causing so many issues. And I'm just tired of living. And one day we're going to be living in a world where saying I don't believe in the Bible and Christianity is stupid and religion is the devil is going to be the norm. Because more and more people are saying this just ain't it. This is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And it is destructive. And it has caused more deaths than anything. We're killing the name of fucking God. You people are fucking idiots. You are idiots, okay? When I say you people, I'm not talking about the people. If it don't apply, it don't apply. You saying that I am Christian is fine, but it's just you radical dummies that make me sick. I can't handle it. I can't, okay? The people who are making these laws, okay, I'm trying not to get on this tangent. It's very difficult. It's just flowing out of me, okay? It's just flowing out of me. I'm going to make a whole series on how religion is the devil and how the God of the Bible is a textbook narcissist. If you look up all of the traits of narcissism, it is the God of the Bible. It's him. I'm sorry. Y'all came here to talk about me getting my tubes tied. Well, all right. So let me talk about that. So I've never wanted children. Okay. Never wanted children. So I've often just dreamt about the day where I can never have to think about getting pregnant again. You know, where I could just fucking raw dog and get cream pies in my pussy without thinking about getting pregnant, where I won't have a pregnancy scare, because I know in my heart of hearts that I don't want children, and I've made videos about why I don't want children. I'll give you the quick rundown now, but then I'm gonna make a separate video just really getting down why I don't want children. I've always wanted the man, not the kid. I don't want my stomach big ever. My stomach is as big as it's ever gonna get, and y'all never see it, never will see it. You won't see my stomach till I post before and after pictures after I lose this belly fat I got. Okay, so that's that. I don't want my nose spread out. I don't want my pussy that big. I don't want to be pregnant. I don't want my organs rearranged to push out a baby. While I think it's miraculous, some miracles I don't want to experience. I mean, it's miraculous to get struck by lightning and survive. Well, I don't need that experience either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. I don't want to be responsible for no child. Children restrict freedom. I'm not interested in figuring out how to make that work. I just simply do not believe men. I don't believe a man is going to carry his weight with raising a kid even when he live in the house. I don't see enough positive stories about that. And I don't feel like trying to work hard to conjure up this idea that a man is actually going to be a present and good dad. It's too many single mamas, too many single married mamas, too many men just not doing shit. I don't want that shit. I never have wanted it. I don't have a good taste in my mouth. I don't want to experience it. I think children, I don't think having a child be fulfilling. I think it would be awful. I think everything about it would be terrible. Now, my ego may like the idea of somebody calling me mama. I mean, maybe that's cute, I guess. My ego may like, I would love to experiment and see what it's like. What if I raise this child completely away from religion and raise them knowing how to manifest? Now, I want to experiment with somebody, but that's not a good enough reason to have a kid. I think children ruin relationships. I think the quickest way to get rid of a man is to have a baby by him. You have a fucking baby by the man, next thing you know, the relationship is terrible. It's all fucked up because baby taking up all attention. You can't fuck good because you worry about the kids, you're tired, you're not getting sleep. None of that's worth it. I'm not interested in it. I've seen somebody give birth. I did not envy her. I've seen pregnant women, they look uncomfortable. And I think that while it's amazing, and I love for those of you who are out there who are having kids, who want it, amazing. But there are a lot of motherfuckers regretting having kids. And society is not a silly place to say, oh my God, I really wish I haven't had this motherfucker. But when they say don't have any kids, that's basically saying the same shit, my nigga. So I just feel like being a mother is never something I wanted to do. I would be resentful. I would resent the fact. I would be just resentful. I would resent it. Why are you here fucking up my freedom? Why would I have to spend money on you all the time? Why do you only depend on me? Why are you fucking up my relationship? Because if I have a baby when the man is a good father, it's going to be annoying. You're giving the baby too much attention. I want all attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you sitting over here, motherfucking, if you sitting over here, if you're a bad father, I'm not like you. I don't want my pussy all fucked up so I can't get no dick for 6 weeks or whatever it is. It's just nothing about it. I don't want you interfering with my career. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had an abortion and felt great about it. I had an abortion, and the only reason I was emotionally disturbed was because I got pregnant by a broke ass nigga who could not help with the fucking money. Still ain't gave me the motherfucking money he owed me for that abortion. I spent $300 getting rid of a motherfucking baby. You know what I'm saying? By myself in an abortion clinic, and it postponed my trip to Costa Rica. That's why I was irritated as fuck by that. I did not have any emotion. I don't care. I don't have no feelings about it. Like none. I didn't feel, no, like it's not. No. I confirmed I was pregnant and didn't care at all. Now, I'm going to put trigger warning somewhere on this. Is just how I feel about it. Nothing about having kids is exciting or good or positive for me. I really think women need to stop having kids for a while. I think they need to stop having kids because it just ends up being disastrous, especially for the woman. The man life don't change very much unless he chooses for it to change. He just wants to be a daddy today. So therefore, like these men don't be doing shit. They don't be doing a motherfucking thing. And I am beyond disgusted with how this all is. Okay? Not interested at all in that. Even if I had a man I knew was going to be wonderful, I still, again, I don't want to do it. All right, so we're very clear that I wouldn't be a fit mom, right? Okay, cool, great, got it. Anyway, so good news is, I inquired about getting it done, and then I'll show you my little contract I signed for the tuberization, for the sterilization. So yeah. I just took this picture when I signed it. So basically it says tubal litigation, sterilization, good shit right there. So yeah, so basically what they make you do is you have to, once you get a clear and healthy vagina. Thank you for my clear pussy. Thank you for my healthy pussy. Thank you for my thank you. Anyway, so once you do that, you have to wait a month and then they'll schedule the surgery. So cool. I've been hearing that you can get more difficult periods, but I was asking a lady that I signed my paper with. She wasn't a nurse or a doctor, but she had she's obviously had experience dealing with many women who've had this done. And she was just saying that that, you know, it's just, if you already have heavy periods, then you can have them. Then you can have you can have more painful, more difficult periods. But I've been blessed with a very easy period my whole life, so I'm just gonna just hope that that goes. And she told me about the ablation, which will get rid of periods. So I already inquired about that too. So if I can get both of them done at the same time, I'll be great. So the idea of getting rid of both the period and the possibility of pregnancy is just great. I really can't. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I can't wait to get come in my pussy without worrying about it. That is definitely a perk. I can't wait to say to, you know, me and my man are going to be fucking all the time. We're going to be having a lot of wild, donkey, crazy sex. And I love cum shots in my vagina. And I can't wait to just get lots of them without thinking about having a kid. That is just really wonderful. And I've never wanted birth control, never been interested in birth control. I just can't seem to go through with it. I just don't trust it. I don't trust all them hormones shit being pumped to my body. I don't know what it is. I ain't got time for any of that. So I'm very excited about all that comes with it. And my hope is everything's going to go perfectly. I'm not going to have any complications, and everything's going to go beyond better than expected. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, now when I first did, I was like, wow. Now I'm not gonna lie, when I first signed paper, I was like, this is, you know, when I first confirmed that the insurance would cover it, I was like, oh wow. So it was maybe like a moment of like, damn, I'm really not gonna have kids, huh? I know I just said all of that, but like when it's time to make these kind of decisions where I'm permanently making sure I can't get pregnant, it is it was a moment of like, damn, am I sure? And it's okay for me to have that moment, but I'm sure. It was a moment, I'm sure. It's something I've been very sure of my whole life. You know, I've never really wavered except when I was with my ex, and thank God that didn't happen. I wavered for like a couple of seconds. I had to like, well, maybe. It's like, nah. And I knew in my heart that would have been completely for him, and he would have treated me like shit. It'd have been awful, and I definitely would have dropped that baby off at his job and went and got on a flight to go somewhere else. You will be left with this baby before I am. That's just that. And so we don't want to do that because I do care about the children, which is why I don't want any, but I definitely feel like children should be some type of process in which people have to go through in order before they can qualify to conceive. I just don't think anybody should be allowed to have kids. You know, the Krishan Rocks of the world. Idiots who are fucking alcoholics should not be allowed to have kids. If you're a current drug addict or alcoholic or something, you just shouldn't be able to pop out kids. I just don't think you should be able to. That's just really not a good idea. You know, addicts just wouldn't make good parents. I think anyone would agree with that. So anyway, make a video on that too. So that's cool. And I'm also going to look into selling my eggs. Can I get some money off selling my eggs? I don't know. I'm going to look into it. All right. Because I don't want the eggs. You can keep all the shit that make babies. You can have it all. Okay. Now, if I do decide to come back next month and say, I changed my mind and want kids, well, that's what it's going to be. But I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, that's that. You know, that's a little bit of what's going on in my life as far as getting the tubes done. So if you have actually gotten your tubes tied, in the comments, let me know. I'm curious about your experience. If you've gotten the non-period thing, let me know. I would love to just know more about, you know, your experience with that. If you do have kids and you are feeling yourself feel regret about it, you know, there is a beautiful group. I'll put the link down called I Regret Having Kids, and they post anonymously about just how much they don't like having kids and the struggles of it. And I really feel like it's an important forum because women, you know, so much that so many double standards are against us, you know. I feel like it's really, you know, you deserve a space to vent about having kids and not being what society told you that it was. A lot of women, when you talk to them and you get down to the nitty gritty, they would go back and be childless if they could. They say it in many different ways. You know, I say, ain't got no kids, must be nice. You basically saying, you know, you saying what you're saying, you know, and I don't feel like you should be judged for that. I think that that's a normal response. And I also love the women in this world that are having kids and that are enjoying it and loving it. And it's everything that they wanted. That's what the story I love to hear the most about how I had these kids. It truly is everything they ever wanted. And oh my God, I would not want to go back. If somebody said you can go back right now, I would slap the hell out of them. That's what I want to hear. But sadly, that is not the majority. I don't feel like that's the majority of the situations. The majority of women would go back and not have kids. They would go back and rethink that shit. They would go back and say, oh my God, I would do it with a different man, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So there is a group. I'll put the link in the description for that. So that's the update on that, you guys. Getting my tube side child free. And I think especially since I did read something that said since they overturned Roe v. Wade, they are definitely there are 100% more people getting their tubes tied. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and so now that I'm back in the States and my insurance covered it, I'm going to take that chance. And I just really cannot wait to meet my man. And he's healthy and I'm healthy and we just love each other. And I could just get back to back constant cream pies in my vagina over and over and over again until I can't take it no more, until I'm just dripping and it's just so much in there that he can't even do anything. I just can't wait to have that and just to know I'm not gonna get pregnant. That is wonderful. But guess what? If I did get pregnant, I just get an abortion. Like it's no way I'm going to have a kid. If some, because I do understand it is a situation where I could still get pregnant with the tubal. But guess what? That don't even scare me that much. It's a such thing as an abortion, and this time, and since I only deal with niggas who can afford abortions, that's all I'm gonna be dealing with. I'm all like, I was just annoyed by that, and so that's it. I just can't wait for the cream pie. The man of my dreams, if you are watching this, I just can't wait for you to come in my pussy. Because it's going to be great. Because we're going to be stress-free out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The man of my dreams got a vasectomy. So we're really safe. Like, oh my God. I want my man to have a vasectomy. Let's double strap up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's going to be. Anyway, I love y'all very much. Kiss.